Paul, you were talking about something, and that reminded me of how like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, they have these like boxing matches, but the rules like we're gonna box it up, but you better not knock me out, because if you do, I win.
Those guys, I don't know. Those guys,
they're intelligent.
They're good. They're good at
marketing
creating something.
is really
their marketing
good too.
skills are really good, but I don't know.
Their market, like you hate them, but you're like, well, I'm gonna keep an eye on you. I'm entertained by you a little bit.
I'm not entertained by those guys. I find their strategy really good. Like, it's obviously working because they're making a fuckload of money.
Yeah.
But I'm not the type of person that cares about money.
Yeah.
You know, I don't give a fuck about money.
I definitely appreciate the hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, when you can get people to tune in to watch you beat up a basketball
That's hard
player.
to do too.
You're not a boxer and he's not a boxer, but you got people, but somehow you end up on the card with Mike Tyson. You know, okay, well, you must be good at something.
You
sold that.
And then you start getting the UFC fighters who don't have a chance in that perspective because he is training.
Yeah.
And they're washed up. Or not washed up, I like Woodley, but I mean, they're just not at their peak.
Yeah.
They're not boxers.
They're not boxers. Like, if he was boxing an actual boxer, then I would be like, yeah. I mean, he's got a good punch. The guys are pretty good, but I mean,
it's just a great idea.
It's like, what, are you gonna box Tony Hawk next? You know, like,
if the price is right.
But
I saw that he just broke his hand the other day skating, so he probably can't fight very good right now. He's got probably just a jab.
Oh, yeah.
See, I could take Tony Hawk with a broke hand.
Hell yeah.
You can't do a 900 though.
I can't.
Got 900, yeah. Mayweather to fight him. Like, I thought Mayweather was just like, nah, I'm on my
He's
pile
in
of money.
for the money.
Wait, I didn't know Mayweather fought anybody.
Mayweather. Yeah, his whole career. Mayweather will. Mayweather will do.
No, he's good. He's a super good boxer.
If you put a check in front of him, he's gonna take it.
Yeah.
He can't read the numbers, but he'll be like, oh. Sign me up.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, the hustle's real.
Drop this game.
Oh.
Another call?
Okay.
Go ahead. Answer it.
All right. I'll tell Paul.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Paul brothers definitely got to hustle, though. There's no doubt about it.
They do. They kind of remind me of McGregor. Like I don't think he's out to get everyone to hate him, but he's such a big trash talker that the opponent is either back down or face him.
Well, people want to see
at the end of the
too.
day, it's like, if you put the butts in the seat, that's where the money's at. You know, I mean, that's the only thing you can do. You got to make an ass out of yourself.
Marketing. It's
marketing.
Yeah, it's marketing.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's
Yeah,
all it
it's
is.
like the build up, the preview clips. It's like the face offs, the weigh-ins.
But the thing is, there's only a handful of people that do it. You know, and some people, they just don't find it in themselves to be able to do
More
it.
and more people are doing it too. I think Colby Covington. He was falling off the radar. No one knew who he was, and he was like, "Fucking Trump that bitch, build the wall, MAGA this." Yeah, and just created kind of persona of himself, and then he started getting fights because he was like, "Yeah, I'm a personality now. Fuck these snowflakes," and he started getting fights.
Did you see why he did that?
No, I didn't see why he did that specifically, but it was
that persona specifically came. They were gonna cut him, and they told him before.
They were absolutely going.
His last fight, his fight when that persona came out. They came and told him, "That's it, we're cutting you," because he was flat. He didn't sell. He wasn't and he went out. It was right before that fight, and he went out and changed it up. And he was in Brazil.
So it was that.
And he pretty much said, I think it was Brazil or Argentina. He was in South America.
Yeah.
And he pretty much said, "Fuck the whole country." Damn. And he just talked a bunch of shit, and then that was the start.
McGregor shit.
And then
I'd be pillaging your villages.
Yeah, so he trended
yeah.
so much on Google
that they couldn't cut him.
Oh,
damn.
See, and that's the thing though. So maybe he believes some of those things, or whatever, but he had to start acting like an asshole.
Yep.
To get fights.
To sell.
It's crazy.
And if you look it up, I'm telling you, that story is interesting because he was done.
I mean, you know.
So UFC is basically turning into wrestling.
Yeah, it's becoming the thing.
I think UFC is just coming down to who can fight and also talk good shit.
Yeah.
You know, no one wants to see
on
two
the
guys
show.
sit across from each other and be like, Yeah, I think I'll beat him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see that fight. You know what I mean? Like,
animosity. They want.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man. They want a show.
You're at the lunchroom tables. Hey, Martin, Paul was talking shit. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's how he.
I mean, if you really take a look at the sport and fighting, McGregor hasn't won since 2016.
We still making money.
He's still a contender.
Yeah.
Top 10. How?
As soon as every time he's healthy, they give him a
how?
top 10 fight.
Yeah.
Because when his name's on that,
Seats, butts are in.
Yep, he owns like, I don't know how to the top 10. He owns so many of the most sold fights. So as long as he's doing that, it don't matter if he loses till 2042. He could be out there working till he's dead. You know what I mean?
Everyone's got to do it.
Yeah, it ain't gonna matter. So.
Well, yeah, hey, Mike Tyson's getting fights again, you know, so he's gonna fight, work till he's dead.
And that's what it is. I think it's a purpose. Like, Mike Tyson doesn't have to fight. He doesn't have to do shit.
Yeah, and he doesn't even have to trash talk. But the thing is, he's an icon, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
So they're just like, well, I mean.
Well, it's not only
does
that.
Mike
It's
Tyson trash talk?
Not anymore.
I don't know. I don't follow boxing a ton, and
like back in the day, he used to. Yeah.
Yeah, now he seems pretty. He seems chill now.
Humble now.
Yeah. Well, he smokes a lot of weed. He's got
that's
weed
what he
farm.
does. He does smoke weed, man. Yeah.
The guy's fucking chill as fuck now. Chill's cucumber.
Also, we were kind of poking fun a little bit about like the Mayweather hasn't fought anybody thing, but that's a great example too. Now, granted, he does the shit talking part is fine, but as far as the fights go, like he's an incredibly good boxer, an incredibly good defensive boxer. So it's not always the greatest fight to watch.
Yeah.
So you get these other guys in there that'll swing and talk shit and make it interesting.
That's all it is, though. They're just all trying to make it interesting.
Yeah, Mayweather's just one of those.
And to me, I don't.
He's technical, and he does everything right. But
so
at the end of the day,
man.
when you want to see a fighter fight, you want to see him fight. You know, I just think.
Well, I mean,
Mayweather was another thing. I think Mayweather dodged certain people till they were further along, like Pacquiao. I think he waited purposely.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was older, yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of things happened. I think he did lose. I think he's lost, but that's.
He fought Canelo like early on in Canelo's career.
Yeah, he fought Canelo super early. Canelo wasn't ready. And who was it? Was it Margarito? Who was it that I'm trying to think who had him.
Full disclosure, I don't follow boxing real close, and I even have trouble following the UFC nowadays. So there's just the talent pool is so deep, and there's so many great, amazing, talented fighters. Just it is rotating a lot, and I can't keep track anymore. I lose count.
Yeah, I don't know.
At the end of the day, people want to see blood and people get knocked out.
Yeah.
That's what it is, and that's why UFC is so big in boxing.
It's kind of fucked up that you want to see another guy go unconscious. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's like watching a fucking car crash and like, I want to see that guy get knocked out.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's crazy, the shit that we get into.
To me, Kanye West kind of did the same thing. Like the marketing thing was like, well, I'm gonna get this weird haircut, and like he had patches of his hair that was just like long hair, really short hair. He started wearing "Make America Great Again" hat, and it's like, oh, what are you doing? Like I don't know. To me, he did a lot of questionable stuff.
With
To each
Kanye,
his own, though. I mean, to each his own. I mean, he's like, he's him. You know.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like he's marketing. I think he's just crazy.
He could.
I don't think he's trying. He's
Yeah.
so rich he doesn't need to market shit. I just think he's like there's something.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think he's
there's
got a lot of
something-
trauma, and he hasn't fucking dealt with it, and he is on medication and shit.
Yeah.
He goes off of it. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was a marketing.
I
thing.
don't care about Kanye West. I don't give a fuck about his shoes. I don't give a fuck about
shoes.
I don't like his shoes. I don't like his clothes. I don't like that hair.
I'm out.
But, I mean, he's a genius at fucking.
You like College
music.
Dropout, though?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's good at music. I'm
Yeah,
talking about
that's a good
everything
album.
else.
What's your favorite Kanye song?
God, you shot him over there again.
I don't listen
Got
to,
him.
I don't listen to.
You don't listen to titles.
Titles.
Sing your favorite Kanye
we
song.
could-
Sing
We couldn't even
your
say
favorite Kanye song. I got your back. I got your back.
I don't really care for Kanye.
I like
I was trying to make
Celebration.
you feel better.
Okay.
What was it? Right down to the wire. What was that? Was it just wire? Or right
Through the wire.
through the wire.
Yeah, through the wire. Yeah.
See, that song sucks.
It's about-
That song's great.
the
I
way you
sucked.
were singing
I
it,
ruined
yeah,
it. I
fucking
ruined the
sucked.
song.
That was
If
about
I
it.
wasn't a Kanye fan, I'm not a Kanye fan.
If you were thinking about it,
yeah,
you
if I was
definitely
thinking
know
about
that.
it and you said that was
shit.
a Kanye song, I'd be like, I'm good, man. I'm good.
But you knew it. See, I
Also,
did have your back.
Also, I knew I
Yeah.
could actually sing a Kanye song because we got our 2 strikes for rapping right now. I want to get a 3rd strike and you dancing on the table and all that.
It
going down.
could,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
could get crazy. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna call. They said don't. They said don't do that.
I said, go ahead.
But yeah, I don't know about Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna question Kanye, you gotta question Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Does she purposely go after like just
Weak-minded people?
weird people?
Oh.
Or does she make them weird?
Beetlejuice.
Just
I don't think she made either one of them weird. I feel like they were both kind of weird.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna pretend to know anything about the Kardashians, but I feel like
You watched a lot.
I feel like I've watched a lot. I'm
Name-
kind of an
name
expert
your
on the
favorite
subject.
episode.
But Kim goes to Congress.
Oh, you're
That's
good.
his
bro.
episode.
Yeah. But I feel like just any there's no bad publicity.
Mhm.
No bad publicity for them. I feel like they just want their name out there. Attention. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I don't get those people. Never will.
I think Miley Cyrus kind of did the same thing. Like, gave off
But
like
she was
this.
a childhood actor as well, though, right?
Gave off this what?
She was a little
Like,
fucked. From the,
Yeah, Hannah Montana / Miley Cyrus. I mean, maybe she was bipolar.
achy breaky heart.
Like, I mean, what? She was like this goody good girl for a while, then all of a sudden, like, she's like, oh, I'm not daddy's girl anymore. I'm gonna be
I'm
half
Zaddy's
naked.
girl now.
I'm Zaddy's girl. I'm gonna do concerts half naked. And it's like, she just completely flipped. And,
Sounds like most Mormons.
Or
oh, it could be, yeah.
or grew up.
So she was a child, so she wasn't doing naked shows.
A child locked in child
you saying-
contract and then got out.
Are you
and
saying
then
children should do naked shows?
Yeah. What are you saying?
What are you saying?
You know?
well, I mean,
Name your favorite child naked show.
Oh man.
I always thought Miley Cyrus was 30 plus back
okay.
in 2005.
All right.
Since she was born.
Yeah.
She's got that raspy, like I work at a diner voice, kind of.
Yeah.
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 Marge.
I got a cigarette and the pancakes.
That wasn't Fauci.
I don't know. I just think people do crazy stuff and it works.
It's true. Yeah, sometimes.
Like the
Sometimes
Jackass
it does.
movies.
Sometimes it doesn't.
All of the Jackass movies are crazy.
The crazy stuff wouldn't work if people weren't crazy. Like everybody feeds off of it. They could
Yeah.
you put something on the news, everybody's gonna believe it.
Yeah.
If Kanye does a bunch of, how long ago was that? It still came up.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things
Eat it
that
up.
people are the people doing it for money crazy, or the people that buy into it and make them the money by.
Well, I think
buying
that there's
crazy.
more people that buy into it because they know, like, oh, you're gonna buy into this shit. Like,
Yeah.
you're
So
fucking stupid for buying into it. There's a lot of stupid people out there.
perfect example.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Are
I
those
mean, who
guys
bought his
called?
record?
The Island Boys. What are they?
I did.
Oh, the Island Boys.
Look what happened.
that's-
a bunch of. That's
Yeah.
a stupid.
Wait, you're saying they're stupid?
Yeah, probably. Not just one of them, both of them.
Name your favorite song from
Island Boy.
He nailed it. He just sung it and
I
named it.
Damn.
am an Island
Yeah.
Boy.
You
No,
know?
it's prophetic, bro.
So-
it's super deep.
But how did they? That's exactly my point.
It's
Look at those.
It's just, you know.
Do I need to break down Island Boy for you simple-minded?
Are you for real?
No, I just wish you'd break them like in general. Like, I don't know. I don't.
I'm an island boy.
No, I know what it says.
Oh yeah.
We know they're Island Boys. They already said it throughout the whole fucking song, and we don't give a fuck about that.
Like, so you've heard no man is an island, right?
Yeah, no man.
Like a man can't exist without the support around him. No man is an island. So they're saying we're island boys. So we're acknowledging that we're not yet fully men, but since we're boys and we have this youth and this ego about us, we're doing it on our own. I'm an island boy.
No.
And then
No.
so it's actually like if you
Mm-mm.
I-
see what they're saying,
No.
it's
Nuh-uh.
keep going. What's that?
That's their only fucking song.
That's the only part you know.
Yeah. Look, I don't know all the words to all the songs I like. It doesn't mean it's not good. I can't recite Shakespeare. It doesn't mean he wasn't onto some shit. Not as good as other people, Paul. I know.
There could be others.
I know there could be others.
I honestly, I think I hate him more now.
I think we just haven't. I think you guys just haven't listened hard enough.
I did.
No, I listened way too hard. I don't ever want to listen again.
I don't think it's that great. No. I think you're fucking up.
I think you're just scared of what you don't understand.
Well,
coming from the guy who gets the Goodwill book so he can read what the Shakespeare says.
Hey, and now I know. I look deeper into it. I'm gonna look for the Island Boy lyrics.
Get a second opinion on that.
Pop up on Rap Genius real quick, maybe. Check the Genius.
Is that what you do? You look up the lyrics.
Let's see. Anyway. Yeah, I can. That's not quality entertainment. I'm sorry, Marty. I'm ruining it.
That was a rap.
Hold on. It's what people buy into, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, people are gonna buy into.
Do the most random, dumbest shit, and there's a chance you go viral.
That's 100% true. Yeah, it's anyone's game.
Let me throw you through the window, Marty.
If you can make it funny and die, then.
Yeah, I mean,
swallow this corn.
Yeah.
It's not real funny. No, it looks like a choking hazard.
Not with your mouth. We need to go viral, man. We need to go viral.
We gotta go viral. We have to.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the tricks of going viral, but it seems like the dumber the better.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can't buy into that whole shit either.
Oh, what do you know? Because I'm an island boy, and I've been trying to make it. The artist is drawing inspiration from John Donne, whose 17th meditation proclaimed that no man is an island. By declaring themselves island boys, the line is expressing the isolation that boys often feel when transitioning into manhood. They don't feel like a part of society. The subtext is contrasted by the association of islands with relaxation and good times. They are island boys because a man can't be an island, and they have yet to accept the burden of a shared existence within humanity.
A man can be a fucking island. You get buried in the fucking ground deep enough, you're part of that island.
You're part of the greater.
If I put you in shallow water and stand on you, are you considered an island?
Oh shit!
Boy. I mean, listen. Now can we agree the song's stupid?
No, that's a good interpretation. Oh, let me add an annotation here for you.
He's writing his own notes about that song. That was a good one. Put you in the water and stand on you.
So it's a threat?
No,
it's not a threat. It's them saying,
man,
you just flipped those lyrics on me now. I don't even know what to think.
Fucking got you.
See what I mean?
I don't even know what to think.
Yep, you could have died twice listening to that song.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I've never been an island boy. I was a desert boy one time.
What's
up?
The OGs of this, they're just ripping you guys off.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Perfect timing.
Oh, that's funny. Yep.
I'm a desert boy.
I don't know how I didn't make that connection before. God damn.
You gotta think smart.
Yeah.
Quick.
What other boys are there? What's your favorite boy? Go. You motherfucker! You don't even like boys, do you?
No, I don't.
Shit.
Your favorite boy.
What's your favorite boy?
George?
Astro Boy.
Astro Boy? Okay. Cool. Favorite boy? Go.
Oh, Pinocchio.
You know, when we saw Casey Pinaccio's name in the yearbook, we would say Casey Pinocchio because of the name. It looks so similar to Pinocchio.
Hey, Casey Pinocchio, if you're watching, I saw you show up on my suggested on Facebook. I saw your picture. All military dudded up, looking handsome as a motherfucker.
Navy
recruiter. One small problem, Casey. Who the fuck is John? Why does it say John in your name and not Casey? What's so wrong with Casey, huh? Think about it. Reflect.
Yeah, I grew up with the Casey, but
hit me up about it. Not on
John.
Facebook. I'm not there anymore.
He evolved into John. You know?
He's a Pokemon. He just goes around going, John, 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 John.
Phase 2 Casey. He's now John.
Maybe he was always a John, but John Casey.
I think he
Wait, you know what? That's a good question. Are you fucking Casey or John?
That's my I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you a John?
Or a Casey?
Are you a cop?
Are you a cop? You have to tell him. You have to tell him that.
Casey don't
It's
like
the law.
cops.
Yeah.
You have to tell us.
Casey don't like cops.
Casey don't like cops.
Casey don't like cops. It's true. I don't want to get, cops mad at Martine's
cop
podcast.
phobic or
Come to I'm cop phobic. Yeah, cop phobic. Yeah, no, because that implies that you're like scared of them. I'm not scared of cops.
You're scared of cops.
Just I don't
you
like
are.
them.
You're scared of cops.
I mean, we all kind of should be. They can ruin anyone's life whenever they want, just
Well, you're
because they
scared of
feel
cops.
like it. Yeah, okay. I'm scared of cops. I could say that. Scared of the role they play in our society.
scared.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
I knew it.
Hey, if they're not a cop, you can just beat them up.
That's true.
You can't beat up a cop. Well, I mean, you can
I
beat
feel
up the
like-
cop. Well, even if the cop deserved it, like, you're still in more trouble.
I mean, you're gonna lose.
You can't shoot a cop.
Even-
Someone breaks in your house and you shoot them, but they were a cop executing a warrant at the wrong house, and they shoot your girlfriend dead. They're fine. Nothing wrong with them, but you go to
Oh,
jail.
yeah.
Shout out Breonna Taylor.
Don't know who that is, but rest in peace, I think.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Cops come to the wrong house. Dude start shooting at the people because they just started biking in his house shooting, so he shot back. They killed his girlfriend, and he went to jail. Cops, nothing.
Yeah.
Cops, nothing. Cops, nothing. This isn't new. Everyone knows this stuff, but like.
Yeah, they've already.
Yeah, you said I hate cops.
There's already
Like, that's
been
one.
there's
You
already
can't
been
shit
like
cops.
4 riots for that one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is we're not
Trying to
saying
start the
anything
5th one here. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Arizona.
I don't like it. Not a fan.
But there are good cops.
No,
None?
there are good people who work as cops, but there's no good cop.
No good cop.
There's no good cop.
Like, so if a cop pulled you over and said, Casey, you're going like fucking 90 miles an hour in a 20 mile per hour zone,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you off the hook.
That's not as criminal speaking. I was doing something dangerous. But also, cops shouldn't be making traffic stops.
Shouldn't
It's a
be
civil
breaking the
thing.
law.
Well, I guess not it's
Shouldn't be
criminal, but
breaking the law.
yeah, but laws are
But what's
arbitrary.
the-
Like,
but-
who makes the laws? Like,
Yeah.
we've had so many laws throughout the years that still exist that like right and wrong aren't always in line with legal and illegal. You know what I mean? Like even our drug laws are fucking ridiculous. Our since we touched on it a little bit, like race thing. Like there was a point where it was illegal to marry someone of a different race than you. Like white women couldn't marry black dudes.
But
That was against the law.
that's the
Maybe
thing,
this
we're
black guy
evolving
should have.
now. I think we're evolving now with all this, that was back in the fucking day. I mean,
When do you think that was, Paul?
that was
How
like
long ago do
50
you think
years
that
ago.
was? Okay, that's fair. Dude, that's not that long.
No, I know it's not that long, but that's why we're evolving as human beings. We're not like that anymore. Are we?
Kind of like that. We're
Yeah.
kind of like we still have things that
I
were
don't see it.
implemented.
I'm not like that, and I don't know anybody that is like that.
You're not, but the systems that we have implemented encourage that. Like, there are things are like, man, this is a ridiculous example. It's not ridiculous, but like highway systems in New York were built so that bridges weren't high enough for buses to go under them from black communities to get to the beach. So for like a school bus of black kids to get to the beach, they would have to go all the way around Surface Street, couldn't get like directly to it. And that was intentionally done by racist city planners.
Oh, okay.
So things like that, and that infrastructure is just there until we get rid of it, which probably isn't going to happen. So things like that,
I mean,
housing, like
think about that
there's
shit.
all kinds of those things. And
that's going to cost them money. They're not going to do it if it costs too much money.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I mean, there's probably a million people that would tell you, I never even fucking knew that about bridge builders.
Yeah,
Back
well,
in
why
the-
would
back
we?
in
I've
the day.
never
know.
do that.
And that's just one example. That's kind of an extreme example of something that like is racist. That like if someone tells you that bridge is racist, you're gonna laugh at them and be like, a bridge can't be racist. You're stupid.
Yeah.
But how that bridge was designed and constructed had racist intentions and implications from it. And just since you were talking about, sorry, I'm going a bit more here now, but since you brought up the cops thing, like police were made like it's pretty new as far as our country goes, and our police specifically, their militarization is really unique to us. Like other countries don't have this. Our police are a unique kind of militarized bastards that their whole invention, they were made to protect property. Well, property was synonymous with black humans. we treated it like slaves were property. The whole property rights, that was the property they were intended to protect in the South. And in the northern areas, it was like Chicago and stuff. They had storefronts that were, they had private groups like the companies made. And then they were like, oh man, we're tired of paying these people to protect our stuff. Hey, we should have a city group, like we should have taxpayers fund this instead of us paying for it. And so just the protection of property, that's all they do, protect property. And at one point that property was African Americans, or that was black people. Mm-hmm. And now it's other properties, and that all holds over.
What would happen, okay, so what would be the solution for cops?
The solution for cops is to have more civil servants that don't have guns. Like, we don't need so many cops with guns running around. Cops don't need to be making traffic stops. They're only making traffic stops so that they can have more interactions with people, so that they can get them on something, so that they can find more things to make it look like they've done something. We've all seen the pictures of, oh, cops make this bus, and it's like a pipe, a weed pipe. You know what I mean? Like, on the table. Yeah, way to get this stuff off the streets, guys. So I'm saying there can be good people, but just the institutions that are police officers. And it's a good way out for people, too. It's a lower education thing that you can come into and make a good living doing. And a lot of people feel like they're doing the right thing there. Like, because...
Well, like traffic stops, you say.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they make traffic stops for people that are driving drunk. So
sometimes.
What happened? No, sometimes, yeah. But... if you didn't have any traffic stops and that happened, mm-hmm. and someone came and killed your whole family, I mean...
Came and killed your whole family? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if they're driving drunk, they go and kill your family, and they could have been stopped by a person that was on patrolling the area.
So like, cops could also, like, if we're going hypotheticals, some people, if they're drunk and going to get pulled over, they don't want to get pulled, they'll keep going. They'll run. But also more than that, I don't think it outweighs. I think there's other ways for us to address drunk driving as far as like our societal worship of alcohol. Like alcohol, we're just like, yeah, fucking alcohol's great. War on drugs, but alcohol, let's fucking party. Yeah. It's how we are. There's just alcohol everywhere. It's ubiquitous. Like alcoholism is encouraged in our society.
Oh, coffee is the same thing.
Oh yeah, coffee's
a drug. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I know, like no one's gonna say it's not, but it is.
No, it is.
Drug.
Absolutely.
Caffeine is big fucking drug.
And so I think there are ways to address drunk driving that aren't police. You know what I mean? And more so, and this is from having worked with police and heard them say things like they just try to make stops. They find reasons to stop people, to justify stopping, so they can see what they're doing and try to get them. Even when I got arrested for my disorderly conduct thing, as the one cop has me in handcuffs, he's talking to his like supervisor thing over there, and like, yeah, I think we can get him on disorderly conduct. Like that, they're trying to get you on something. They want to make arrests.
So like the system's just not put right.
No,
it's not done. It's not done properly.
Yeah, and letting people off, that's great. But like now that one person is getting to decide who they let off, who they don't. Which everyone has their biases. I'm not just talking race stuff either. Like everyone has biases. Like you're wearing a Diamondbacks hat. If I pull you over and I'm sorry, guys, I don't like that. Who doesn't like the Diamondbacks? I'm sure there's like a rivalry somewhere. That's a bad example. But you know, I hate the Diamondbacks.
I hate soccer.
Fuck Randy Johnson. I saw him one time. Oh, yeah. Randy Johnson. You know, and then so they have these biases going in, and they're going to think type of thing. It's a bad system. I don't know what exactly the solution is. But.
Yeah, I just think there's no perfect solution.
Yeah.
So like traffic stops. You gotta have a way to control people driving. Even with a way to control them, they still drive. Like DUI isn't the only thing. High speeding, DUIs, just driving stupid. I mean, it really doesn't matter, but you can't trust humans.
I've seen some things recently.
Fast things. You know, you can't.
Oh yeah.
And then you know, on the crime side, I mean, you really gotta ask yourself: if you don't have the cops, then what? If you took the cops away for 1 week, I think your outlook would change on the whole goddamn thing.
I think if we took cops away for a week, those cops would commit a bunch of crimes.
No, I mean
because they're violent people who need a violent outlet, and so they get paid to do it, and with impunity.
I mean, they might. I mean,
well, I don't know. Do they do that whenever they're on vacation for a week?
They might. I don't know. Oh no, probably not when they're on vacation because it's not their job anymore, so they're chilling.
What? I mean, I don't disagree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
At all, but I also know that there are genuinely bad people and there are genuine crimes, and there is general safety that needs to be overlooked because humans can't do it on their own. Like the regular civilian cannot do it. It's a fact.
It's not that they cannot.
It's a fact. They won't. And if you pull cops, all them people that can't are gonna do what they do.
I think a lot of our
I think we've seen it the last 2 years.
Well, I think a lot of our crime is done through people's needs not being met. I think if we do a better job as a society meeting people's basic needs, there won't be nearly as much crime. And from what I've seen, often police just escalate situations. They just make it worse. I don't think.
Well, pedophiles' needs are children. That's not right.
Yeah.
Well, what does a cop do for pedophile? Like, what does a cop do in that situation?
We try to get them off the streets.
Try to get him off? That's disgusting, Paul. I believe a cop might try to get him off, but that's. Ugh.
So, I think I just don't know. I don't know what the solution would be.
For traffic stuff, I've seen a few things recently. Don't know a whole lot about it. Just the design of roads encouraging a different type of driving. Like, just how they're done makes people have to drive slower. One example is roundabouts. We hate them, but, like, that's an example of, like, well, you kind of gotta slow down and watch now because this is here. Yeah. Another thing is I just don't think we need so many cars. I love driving. I love... that freedom to be able to hop in and go, but like in cities and stuff, like you don't even really need cars. We should just have more public transportation, more trains, and less. You shouldn't be able to drive through like downtown Phoenix. It should be walking, like park outside, public transit in, out, bikes, that stuff. I think that'd be great. Maybe it's too hippie for it, but I just like we don't want that.
The thing is, like you're telling people, I don't think we should do this.
Well, you asked what I thought about cops and
no. We're talking about
the cars.
The cars.
Uh-huh.
Like you're going over there and trying to take away everything. Like I like cars.
Yeah.
I like driving in the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't say about that. I said big cities.
No, fuck big cities.
Big cities shouldn't have cars going like through the middle of their downtown areas. Out here, we need cars, and that's what often gets overlooked.
Like if I had to go to fucking downtown and I have to take a taxi from here to there or fucking that's bullshit. I gotta go at my time, not the route's time.
No, but if there's a train though that runs frequently, like if we had actual high speed rail infrastructure,
that's a lot of money. We don't have it.
But we do have it.
Where?
We do have it.
Where is it at? Do the numbers.
All right, let me get back to Rap Genius.
Please do those numbers.
Let me get back to Rap
do
Genius.
The fucking numbers.
Oh wait, that's Magic.
They make a road over the fucking. Over there in Catalina, over for the fucking goddamn animals. You think they're gonna make fucking roads for anybody else?
And you know what though?
No.
That's reduced accidents so much over there. People make fun of it.
I see a big dead fucking buck on the side of that fucking bridge. Dead, guts out everywhere.
But that's not as many as we used to have. It's been a lot less. It works. The data supports it.
So do cops.
Cops don't work. Cops create
data
crime.
Supports it.
No, it doesn't. Actually, data supports the other way.
So when a cop shows up, look, I do not. I gotta say this again. I do not disagree with you.
Yeah.
But
don't follow me. Or let me follow you.
Let's just say hypothetically that maybe in my past years of life that I've had run-ins with cops.
That's fine. Yeah. You can tell me about a friend of yours.
Okay,
yeah.
Talking for a friend.
Yeah.
Okay. There's two things that happen when a cop comes. Okay. Cop comes. Two things happen. Either they tell you, hey, this is what's going on. I need to find out. You got two choices. You can just answer the fucking question, and he'll kick rocks.
Don't do that.
Or, I mean, if he asks you what's going on and you didn't do nothing, answer the fucking question.
Don't do that. Don't do
it.
Don't talk to cops.
If you got something to hide, don't do it. And run, but no matter what, when you said the cops,
you don't have to run.
No, it's just run. When the cops,
your friend still. My bad.
My friend.
All right.
When the cops show up, you said it escalates. What escalates when a cop shows up, in my friend's experience, is when a person believes, and I'm not saying it's bad, believes a lot like you did, and they become asses, and then it escalates because now the cop's like, okay, you want to be an ass? This is what's going to happen. Yeah, and they won't say that directly, but they're going to push you because you're pushing them because they have that same mentality. I've been around my friend involved in those situations, and if you have that mentality like, fuck you cop, you can't do shit. You don't have to say it. If you have that mentality, they're going to make your life harder. And if you look at a lot of stuff, and I'm not saying all of it, there's bad cops. There's bad priests.
Yeah.
There's bad everything.
Yep, that's true.
You know? So if you look at a situation with a cop, I would bet, over 50% of the time, and obviously percentages are made up, but I'm willing to bet that over 50% of the time, if that person would have reacted differently, like a normal fucking person, instead of like, fuck you, cop, I don't need to answer shit, the whole situation would be different. And that goes for deaths where the cops are shooting people. Put your fucking phone down, give them your license, quit being an asshole. They've been pulling over people for years. Quit being this entitled fuck in this new generation in the United States that thinks we don't have to fucking do shit because we don't fucking need to answer nobody. Just give them your fucking license and move the fuck on. Yeah. And that's the problem with this soft ass generation. Sorry, any of you soft generation fucking watching, but that's the problem. Is everybody thinks they're entitled. Everybody thinks they have the right to do what the fuck they want. Everybody thinks they don't have to answer questions, and all it does is cause problems. Answer the fucking question. Give me your fucking license. Move on.
The Fifth Amendment, you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to. I know that's after your arrest, so like you shouldn't talk to cops. I mean, yes, you're pulled over, you give them the thing, but also the problem with intuitive statistics when you're saying like, well, 50% of the time, and I know you acknowledge that you just made that up.
I'm betting it.
Yeah, you're betting it. Yeah. But that 50% we just draw from our own experiences. Now you're just one person from one place who's had one set of experiences, so your data there is going to be skewed. Your percentages are going to be skewed based on what you've experienced and what you've seen and taken in. And so what happens is intuitive statistics are incredibly bad at representing data as a whole. Like what happens.
Yeah, I'm basing it off experiences. I've been a lot of places. I've been to Southside Chicago. I've been in New Jersey. I've been in New York. I've been in a lot of places. San Diego, Tijuana. I've been around a lot of cops in a lot of different places.
No, and to me, it's what place has your favorite cops?
New York.
Okay, all right.
They're very friendly. It's more like tourists. When you see. But I really think that in my experience, like being around certain situations and seeing cops, and I know what you're saying, like, oh yeah, we're from the small town, we're like,
oh yeah, I'm not discrediting that you haven't been places.
Yeah, but
I acknowledge.
But I feel like in a lot of the experiences, if they would have just been cool, it would have been totally different. Or when they are cool, it's cool. I genuinely, I guess I hang on to the belief that there are good people.
Cops have to do fucking reports. The less work they have to do, the better. Like if I have to fucking talk to you about doing something wrong, and you said, hey, I'm not a part of it, I don't know nothing. That's way less fucking information that I gotta jot down or remember later. And they gotta fucking do those reports, and they're fucking long, and they have to be precise, accurate, everything what that person has to say. It's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, so they don't like to do reports, but also if it's long, if it takes time, if they have to go, that's overtime, And like we were talking about, like a lot of it does come down to money too. Like that's overtime. They were working more, they're getting paid more. But how you said cops like that if someone is rude to them or has that kind of mentality, then that's when they're like, oh, well, I'm going to make your life hard. Well, I don't think they should even have that power. I don't think that cops should have the ability to make your life hard because of how you treated them. You know what I mean?
Like how a judge is supposed to be, like they're just following the law and they're not going off of feelings. Like cops,
but that's impossible.
Cops go off of their feelings.
And even judges do too.
But do you feel like that? Do you feel like that about every profession?
Like, what do you mean?
So let's do away with receptionists who get rude when you get rude with them. Let's do away with. I mean, you cannot base a human reaction because of a human
There's
action.
a difference in power. Like, a receptionist can't ruin my life by charging me things or can't end my life by shooting me because they were afraid for their life. And in other professions, if they did do something to you, there's legal recourse you can take. When you try to do anything against a police officer, legally or otherwise, it's just this blue wall that prevents it. They have unions that prevent it. They have qualified immunity that says that if this specific thing hasn't happened in this specific way, the cop can't be charged because it's a unique situation. So they had to react to the best of their ability given limited information. So with all of that wall of everything, and even cops that do end up facing some consequences eventually, I'm gonna throw an intuitive statistic at you. I'm gonna make up, not make up. I think it's something like I read like 90% of officers that do get fired get hired back after their police union says, nah, that was wrongful termination and petitions, and the public outcry dies down. They hire them back. It's why they need to be held accountable. They need to not have so much power, and they need to not do all the jobs they do. We don't need cops showing up for mental health stuff. I know it keeps getting thrown around and that there are hazards with mental health things, but they need mental health professionals, or these cops need to be mental health professionals. But that's years and years of education.
Yeah, that's education on top of more money. Where they're gonna, where they're gonna get everything. You know.
Well, you keep saying money. We just made money up. This might be even wilder than all cops are bastards, but money's made up. We just decided, hey, we got money now.
Yeah, but
that I can jump on board with.
Yeah, right.
It
really is.
It is being made, but that's decreasing the value
even
of
the
the
concept
dollar.
of it, though, like even the concept of money,
it's not
is
good
a
thing
social
that's being done.
construct we just made up.
Well, yeah, of course, but like the value of the dollar just fucking keeps on going down every time they print money. Like that's why we need to fucking, reuse the buildings that we're fucking doing.
So while money wasn't real, it is real now, though.
It is, yeah.
It's
We've
become
constructed
real.
it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's made up, but just because it's made up doesn't mean it doesn't, I guess, exist now. It definitely exists.
Yeah.
We feel that.
But
I mean,
it should be
It's like
worthless.
cryptocurrency. I mean, it's real.
As real as any other money, really. Like when you look at how ridiculous some crypto things are, it makes you realize how ridiculous our other money is. Our real money is.
You know, like people in the communities of cryptocurrency, they're just like, people are just investing because that's what's trending right now. People like what's trending, so they're like, well, get me in on that. Me, I guess part of me was like, you know what, Shiba Inu is trending.
Hop on that.
Give me 76 million Shiba Inu, and
Wait it out.
hopefully it'll become something.
Hey, it might. And there's a lot of people making a lot of money. I bag on crypto a lot. All you crypto bros out there, I'm sorry.
Accepted.
But
Not taken.
I
is
bag
what
on
it
it a
is.
lot. But a lot of people are doing really well off of crypto. Like there's a lot of money to be made. There's a lot of people making good decisions in there. As a whole, I feel it's a grift. I feel it's a bunch of people with a lot of money manipulating things and everything, and some people are getting to ride that wave and make good decisions and read things and doing some trades and holding shit and it's working out. Fucking hats off. Hats off to you guys. You're a real one.
Obviously not Bitcoin, right?
Oh yeah.
Or Ethereum, or these higher end ones.
Yeah.
Even anything over $10.
Yeah.
But I cannot knock something that if a lower class, working class person is willing to give up a little bit to take the chance to get rich, I cannot knock it. So if you put $20 into Shiba Inu a year ago, you're sitting on $2 million roughly, and anybody could have did that.
Do you
So I
feel that
cannot
way about
knock
buying
it.
lottery tickets though?
So
too?
no, I don't.
It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but I've never cashed out $15,000 worth of lottery
Right, because
tickets.
that's true.
But I've done
some
it
people
with
have
crypto.
though, but some people have.
So there it is. So that's what it is to me. You have an advantage, and for crypto to blow up, you're more likely to win money to get money out of crypto than you are off a lottery ticket by a long shot.
You can at least
By a long shot.
You at least have some knowledge you can put towards crypto stuff.
I'm not a crypto professional, and I can show you my crypto wallet and what I've done, and I think
is it buying them like? Is it finding the young ones?
Yes, finding the young ones.
That's
the
it's
key.
brand new.
That's key to the. That's key.
You get it,
You gotta
and then you
figure
just
out
get rid
what's
of it
gonna blow
once
up.
it pops up a little bit. You're just like out, and you just do that over and over,
It's like stock
or
market.
you just keep on.
So it depends on which. If you're going for the higher ones,
Mm-hmm.
I like to do more like a day trading. I like to ride a wave and it no matter what, if you're in the stock market or the crypto, it doesn't matter. It's all a risk, no
Yeah.
matter what. So crypto is more of an even playing field because nobody. I mean, you go on there and look up crypto predictions and see how many of them are right next week. They're all fucked.
Yeah,
Nobody
they're all
knows.
fucked. Yeah.
Nobody knows what the fuck.
Nobody
is
knows
going
the
on.
real stock market either.
The only thing,
no one knows shit.
the only thing I know is like if you get in something early like Shiba Inu, we'll just say Shiba, and you put $20 in, and it does what Shiba did. You just took that $20 that maybe might have been your last $20. Who knows? I wouldn't say invest your last $20. Don't do that. but
Invest it in yourself.
but if you took
this is where you put the
$20
disclaimer,
and
this
did
is
it,
not financial advice.
yeah, this is not financial advice. But if you were to do that and you got $2 million, I'm for anything that gives the poor class or working class an equal hand, and it does. It really does. I don't care if you got $1 million or $5.
So-
If you pick the right one,
So we get rid of cops.
Yeah, give it a tops.
That give the lower class a better chance. But also, with the so, what is the purpose of cryptocurrency?
Does it matter what's the purpose
That's
of
what
money?
Oh shit, got me there. Fuck.
I mean, I know
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
your
no,
argument.
the stock
That's your
thing. No,
argument.
no,
I know
that's
where
true.
you're going. Yeah.
Yeah, so the sole purpose then and the trading and the investing is just making that money.
What-
It's just that speculating on like I have collecting anything, I guess.
It's-
Pokemon cards.
it's all fake.
This thing's worth this much now. It'll probably be worth more later. I'm gonna buy it at this low price and sell it later, even though it doesn't really exist.
Just like stocks. What are you
Yeah,
really
even
buying?
though they don't really exist.
What are you really buying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're buying something that somebody
Buying
said
shit, yeah.
is a business, a
Yep.
piece of it. Like what? Really? Like what?
Good way to launder money too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, all it is a chance, and it's a greater chance than the Powerball
Yeah.
or the lottery ticket or any of that.
That money doesn't come from nowhere though, and I feel like someone's got to be left holding the bag. You know, when
Yeah,
when that
you got
drops,
you need to get out.
So
Yeah, you need to-
there's
you don't wanna be the
just
one
like a lot
holding
of other schemes and grifts. I feel like it's taking money from a lot of people to give it to some other people, and hopefully those people that it took from are the people that got a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm concerned that that's not always the case.
No, I
I'm
think
concerned
there's a
about-
lot of manipulation in it.
Uh-huh.
I do, but that doesn't change the fact that there are a lot of people without a lot of money that can invest a little bit of money and make a lot of money and change their whole life. That's what.
Yeah, $15,000 is life changing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's
Like you just threw that number out there as like a cash out thing. Like 15,000 could be life changing for a lot of people. That's
Yeah, and I'm
I get
not.
that, yeah.
You know, obviously, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, it can happen. Even
If the
small
IRS
bills.
is listening, that was just a made up number from his
Yeah,
friend. They
that's my
didn't
friend.
really make
That's my
15.
friend.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, that's my friend. But the funny thing is, I put in 14,999. And
okay.
I pulled out 15.
Oh,
You know what I
so
mean?
it's a $1
Yeah,
profit. Yeah,
yeah.
no count. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
No
cool.
big deal.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you know, you like that, right? But what I'm saying is, it's worth the risk.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah,
I
and there's
would-
a lot of people that agree with
I
you.
wouldn't
Yeah.
dump my retirement into it.
Your
Because then I'm
kids-
gonna work till I'm dead. See how I did that?
There we
I'm
go.
Circling.
That's a callback. He's some professional. You need to
Yeah,
get me the
he's-
fuck out. You need to bring him back
You know what I
on.
mean?
So
Right.
it's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
they all work the camera next time. I'll bring it next time.
The camera.
So
Oh,
yeah, I
man.
mean, I think it's worth it. But
Okay.
then again, maybe that $20 is worth more to somebody than
That's true.
Yeah.
You get a lot of drugs for
20 bucks.
20.
Yeah.
you
What
could.
drugs are you getting for
know.
$20?
Yeah, I'm in.
The bad
I'm
shit.
just kidding. The bad shit, the very bad shit. That's
very bad shit.
That's just, yeah.
The worst of the worst.
But
Lost Brenda.
She probably went to sleep somewhere. I think I'll call it right
Hey,
there.
shout out Brenda. You did a great job.
Brenda, good job. You ate the
You're a real
edible,
one, thank
and
you.
yeah, you know what? You're gonna
you
get,
ate an edible.
yeah,
Well,
really good sleep.
Really,
tonight.
anything you eat's an edible.
Yeah, I've had food comas.
Well, I'm saying if you ate it, it's edible.
Oh, okay.
Edible.
Oh my
God damn
god.
it, Mark.
I apologize.
Get it together.
This is a shit show. I'm talking to my agent. I don't know how to keep up with these things.
All right. Well, thank you.
There you have it
Thank you everyone for tuning in again. Catch us next time
for this thing.
for this.
I stood up too early, but fuck NASA. And what was the other one?
Rabbits
cops.
and the
Oh,
cops.
God forbid the cops.
And rabbit cops especially. I'm looking at you, Zootopia.
Yeah, he. Yeah.
Ooh.
Looking
Oh,
at
he's
you,
serious.
fucking little rabbit.
Whoa. Rabbit cops.
Rabbit cops, yeah. Yeah, rabies now.